So the Modern Warfare Trilogy for Call of Duty has been released on the Microsoft Store about 30 minutes ago. I literally just got home and got wind of that information on Twitter, and I just checked for myself, and there it is. It's actually there, buy for $27. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I've made a video about this, is Call of Duty on PC is not safe to play. There's malware that can be sent to you while playing those games because of remote code execution. Now, my question is this version on PC fixed? And I'm not sure because there's been no official statements or anything from Activision or anyone so far, although the Game Awards are tonight. They might do an announcement there and talk about it there, but I doubt they're going to talk about any security issues on the live stream, but they might give us more information after the fact. Now, the interesting thing is you can see here release date was today, December 12th, and the approximate size is 36 gigs, which is weird because if we go over to the Steam version of the game and we go down to the size, it's actually 12 gigs here on Steam. That's kind of weird. I'm just wondering if it's a completely different port of the game or if they actually fixed it. Why would there be 20 more gigs of memory on that game? I'm confused about that. And also, if they're gonna release it on the Microsoft Store for PC, are they not gonna update the Steam version to be safe as well? I mean, that seems weird because I actually looked on SteamDB here, which gives us the stats. By the way, 400 people here about to get hacked. Just don't play this game on Steam, please. The last update here is from August, 4 months ago. It's actually kind of surprising actually that they did patch it 4 months ago, but still, there's no patch today because this new version here on the Microsoft Store came out today and it's 36 gigs. It doesn't seem like the Steam version of the game has been updated at all. I'm kind of wondering what's going on with that because we have Modern Warfare 2, but we also have Modern Warfare 3 that's been added as well, and the original Call of Duty 4. Now there's also Call of Duty 2 and I believe Call of Duty 1, if I can find it. Okay, so it seems like it's 2, 4, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 are the ones that's been added. Now the interesting thing to think about is we have Infinite Warfare on the Microsoft Store, and that's been there since release. It's actually, as you can see here, release date 2016. Now we don't know of any remote code execution in the Infinite Warfare game. As far as I'm aware, this game is pretty safe to play, but we still have remote crashing, IP grabbing, and stuff like that, which have never been fixed on this version, even though it's on the Microsoft Store. Now, I'm wondering, did they just port over the Steam version onto the Microsoft Store and call it a day? And I'm guessing the reason they're adding those games to the Microsoft Store is to eventually add those games to Game Pass. If that's the case, then if they don't fix those games, a lot of people are gonna have very bad news because these games are very dangerous to play on your device. Now again, Modern Warfare 3 released today, approximate size 56 gigs. And let's see here on Steam for Modern Warfare 3. So it's the same price, everything. It seems to be exactly the same game. Modern Warfare 3 is on Steam 16 gigs. So I have no idea why Modern Warfare 3 is 56 gigs. 40 more gigs than the game on Steam. That's so weird. I don't understand. It's like they made a whole new port of the game. Now, there's a couple things to remember here. So first of all, if they did fix those games for the Microsoft Store and they are gonna bring those games to Game Pass, that's awesome news. The only thing I'm wondering is, are they gonna fix the games on Steam for people who already own them on Steam? It would be kind of scummy for them to fix them and only make them available on the Microsoft Store, because then you'd have to buy the games again. I wouldn't put it past Activision to do something like that, but to be honest, that would be very scummy. If you're gonna fix those games, you have to fix them on Steam as well. That's my 2 cents about it. But let's say that they did fix those games. So they took the old games, they ported them over to maybe a new engine, or they fixed the old engine, took the time to fix all the remote exploits and all the IP grabbing and all that stuff, fixed the servers, there's a new network infrastructure. Let's just pretend that's the case. That still doesn't make the game entirely safe, and the reason for that is, sure, you can fix the game, you can fix the issues, but there are so many vulnerabilities in those games. There's hundreds of different ways for people to crash you, to IP grab you, and even do remote code execution. There's hundreds of ways to do those things. Even if they fixed all of them, guess what? A couple days after the game comes out, I can guarantee you someone's gonna figure out a new way to do it. And now the question is, are they gonna keep playing this cat and mouse game of fixing every new issue that arises from those new releases? Because that's really the important part here. Even if they release the game and it's completely safe and it's fixed and everything, if a week later someone discovered a new remote code execution method and they don't fix it, guess what? We're back at case 0 and the game is not safe to play again. And so that's what I'm kind of scared about, is even if they fixed it and they're releasing it now fixed, that doesn't mean it's going to be fixed forever. They need to keep updating those games. Again, we don't have any information. Maybe they didn't even fix anything and just put it on this store here to get more sales. I don't know. They might even put it on Game Pass without fixing them. But if they did fix it, they need to keep fixing it. They need to make sure that they're really playing that cat and mouse games against the hackers on this game, because people are gonna try to find ways to go around it for sure, 100%. Another thing that I'm wondering is if Steam players are gonna be able to play with the players on Microsoft Store, because for Infinite Warfare, that is not the case. The people who have bought Infinite Warfare on Steam cannot play with people who bought it on the Microsoft Store. And something tells me that those 56 gigs of size did something to the game for sure. I don't know why the game is so huge now. It's not a remaster, it's not a remake or anything, but they might have ported the game to a newer engine perhaps, or they changed the entire network infrastructure, or I don't know. I guess we won't really know until they announce it officially and actually give us more information about it, or until people buy it and test it for themselves. Personally, I would not recommend anyone to purchase those games on the Microsoft Store as of right now, simply because we have no idea if the games are safe or not. Until Activision or Microsoft does an official announcement telling us exactly what's going on with those games, I would not recommend that you buy them on the Microsoft Store, simply because the games on Steam have been unsafe for years. I don't see why all of a sudden they would fix it and put it here without saying anything. And also the fact that the Steam version has not been updated whatsoever. That game is still very much dangerous to play. So I would not recommend anyone to buy the Microsoft Store version, especially if it's a different version from the Steam version, because you're not even going to find any matches. You're not even going to be able to play with anybody if there's only players on Microsoft Store that can play with each other. It's just the reality of it. That's a step in the right direction, I guess, until we know if they actually fixed it. But we can see that they have the intention to be bringing those games to Game Pass, at least. It seems like, from the information we have here, that they are in fact doing something in the game code or something to adjust the size to be like triple what it was. So they're definitely doing stuff in those new releases that perhaps could be good. Now, there's only the Modern Warfare Trilogy as of right now, but I have no doubts that they're going to be bringing all the Black Ops games as well, and all the other ones that also have security issues. It's only a matter of time until they do. As of right now, we don't have enough information to really know why these games are here, or if they're coming to Game Pass, or if they're safe. I just thought I would do a small little video here to inform you guys that these games are now on the Microsoft Store. And while we don't know exactly what that means right now, at least you guys are now aware of this being a thing. And I think it's important for us to remember that you cannot trust Activision. Even if they say it's fixed, wait until someone who is very knowledgeable, or someone who knows modding, or even how to remote code, and they test it in the game and tells you, yes, it's safe, I've tested it, I'm not able to do it anymore, you guys can play safely. Until I have someone who tells me that, I will not be purchases or playing that game at all, because I don't trust Activision with their PC releases whatsoever, to be honest, with these old games. So anyways, I just thought I would make a video here because I think a lot of you guys watching the channel are interested in the old Call of Duty games on PC. And yeah, whenever we have more information, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna be watching the Game Awards tonight to see if there's any kind of announcement about this, or if they make a post on Twitter or something in a couple days announcing it or whatever, or even see if someone knowledgeable actually purchases the game and does some testing with the game files and what's going on with that new file size in the game. I guess we're all gonna know these answers in the next couple days. So stay tuned for another video where I actually go into more detail and see if we can finally play these games safely on PC. Because to be honest, it kind of makes sense that they're releasing this now. I mean, there's a reason why they shut down H2M this summer. I feel like if they were planning all along and working on fixing Modern Warfare 2, then it makes sense for them to shut down H2M. It's just kind of weird that they are doing this under the radar and not giving us any kind of announcement and just kind of releasing those games out of nowhere on this new storefront. It seems weird to me. So until we have more info, I'll let you guys know what's going on. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon.